Hey everybody. Welcome to Broken Sword 5. Does anyone remember what happened last time on Broken Sword 5? There was a murder, there was some pizza. There was a pizza murder. And they stole a painting. And the painting had an Ouroboros on it, which we all remember from The Longest Journey. Am I right? And not Resident Evil 5? Playable Nico. So... who is Henry? That's the guy that died. I don't know who Henry is. That's Nico's apartment down there, I guess. This is where we are, which was the art show. I think Henry was the art guy. I don't remember. Hey, Niram, when are we playing First Soldier? Who wants to join my First Soldier squad? Alright, so going to Vera Security, which is the security company that was in charge of this. That's where we're headed.
The address led me to a dead-end alley at the end of a deadbeat mall. No wonder I'd never heard of Vera Security.
Am I really loud? I shouldn't be. Oh, start the trivia. Right, hopefully this doesn't break trivia. Or break the sword. I'm just saying, you need BlueStacks, and it's got controller support, so you can play First Soldier with a controller. Is it working? Okay. Can I move around? No. Alright, this is a true point and click adventure. Alright, what we got here? George, see the map. Go to the thing. Enters the dead-end alley. Talk to everybody. Hello, friend.
Hi. I wonder if you can help me. I'm looking for Vera Security.
Yes, of course. It's the shop behind you.
This one right
Thank
here,
you.
labeled Vera
The name's
Security.
George, by the way.
Call me Bassam. And do please forgive me, but I'm in no mood to talk.
Oh.
I have a resounding headache.
If only I had something to cure it with.
Bad migraine, eh?
The worst. The buzzing and flashing
too,
from the old
Amy.
sign is killing me. I thought the neon sign had potential until it broke.
Is it your sign?
No, the previous owners used to be a restaurant. But this is horrible. Adversely affecting my footfall and giving me a splitting headache.
You want me to try fixing that sign for you?
Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah?
I'm very good at fixing things.
Yeah?
Then please do. I'm no good at electricals. Marketing analysis and predicting trends is more my thing.
Alright. Look close at the neon sign.
I took a good look at the sign. The wiring was exposed and the cover broken. No wonder it was flashing. I pulled the wire off. Well, that was one way to stop the letters flashing. Now only half the sign was illuminated.
Alright. I'm gonna spell a word here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, Al Daden. No, that's not what he's calling.
Aha.
Aha!
That seemed like a good name.
Aladdin.
Hey,
See?
Bassam, how about this? I know it's not your name, but
Aladdin. Very cool. That's a terrific name for my store. Hits every one of my USPs.
glad you like it.
You're a genius, George.
You're a genius,
Let
Claude.
me know if I can do anything for you.
I got an achievement. Oh. I don't need to do anything with this guy, so we're gonna talk to him.
Aha, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
What do you think?
I'm over the moon, George. Thanks to you, I can now sell my retro cavalcade of musical cards, brushes, souvenirs. And you know what they say? Happy sellers make happy shoppers.
So, what are you selling?
Ah, I'm
What are
glad
you selling?
asked.
What are you
I sell all those things you can't get anywhere else in Paris.
Like,
English biscuits, Turkish delight, French cassettes, Brazilian Betamax
Hey,
videos.
French cassettes. Can't get those in France?
I really like your new sign.
It's magnificent. I owe you one.
I decided to keep the wire. If
Oh.
Bassam knew how flimsy the sign was, he wouldn't be happy.
Alright. Enter Vera Security. Ah!
Help!
What's wrong?
There's a monster.
What? Where?
I know this feeling. Yeah,
on
you
the
should get
floor.
cat.
Get rid of it.
Oh, the cockroach.
Yes, the cockroach. Help!
On my way. Hello, Demon Smalls. Thank you for the luck. Unless you're wishing Claude luck, in which case...
Romanov's, a Russian brand cigarette. The pack was empty. As a child, I'd always been told not to play with matches, but I never could resist. A crumpled cigarette pack. The ashtray was full of cigarette butts. The filters were gold-colored, very exotic.
How do I use items? Oh.
I went to take a closer look.
Come here, little fella.
Come here, little fella.
I was never going to catch it with my bare hands. I was never going to
God.
catch it.
I tipped out the matches.
I couldn't catch it just by swiping at it. I'd need to entice it closer.
Bye.
Aha, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
Do you happen to know a good way to catch a cockroach?
To be honest, George, I'm better at questions on balancing budgets within a liberal economic framework. But as a layman,
Me too.
perhaps I could suggest you trap it? And please, whatever you do, don't squish it.
Why's that?
Because
The entire family will catch the scent and arrive for the funeral.
Ooh, we don't want that.
You need to find a container of some sort. Then I think add this.
Rich tea. What's that, a cookie?
The perfect cockroach biscuit. Dry, dull, unsatisfying, and yet curiously Moorish.
You
I'll
know,
give it a
I
try.
always wondered where I learned you shouldn't crush
Glad to help.
cockroaches. I guess it was from this game.
Thank you for the cookie.
You're very welcome.
Do you know anything about Vera's security over there?
Not really. I haven't been here long, but neither have they by the looks of it.
Why do you say that?
Rush setup, new sign, low investment, and no customers except for you.
So, what else are you selling?
Stop by now and then. You'll be surprised.
Oh, I
kidding.
will.
I'd made a great home for a little critter.
Is she watching something? Listening. I don't see a radio. Oh, there it is.
I needed to set the trap down somewhere and wait for my friend to make his move. I set down my clever trap. Now, all I had to do was wait.
Just gotta wait. Come on.
Gotcha!
Got him.
You are a gentleman and no mistake. I hate cockroaches.
Always
problem.
ready to help a damsel in distress.
I bet you are. Can I help you?
Yes, please. Do you know if there's anyone in the office I can talk business with?
Yes, me, chérie. I'm Annette, the manager.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... The gloves. I just thought...
Ah, easy mistake to make. If you haven't been reconstructed, that is.
Oh, but I have been reconstructed.
Basically,
number of
Breath
times.
Fire 2.
From the ground up.
It's Breath Fire 3. When you go to the manor, that's where, and there's like ghosts and giant cockroaches. Now I know in Breath Fire 2 you fight the cockroaches in the house with the crazy old guy, but Breath Fire 3 is the one that always got me. Speaking of that, I think I might actually be playing that game soon.
What can I do for you?
Breath Fire 3. Not sure though.
There's been a theft at the Lizard
Pretty
Brook.
high on my
A
possibilities
painting's been
list.
stolen.
Shame. Still, I'm sure you'll get over it.
I believe your company set up the security.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Oh, yes, you did.
Didn't.
Did.
Did too.
I've
Nuh-uh.
got all day.
But I didn't.
It says here that Vera was hired to do the security at the gallery. Didn't do a very good job, did you?
Where did you get that?
At the gallery?
That job was signed off. You can't say we were to blame.
I was getting a bad feeling. The place looked like a front, and the only person there wasn't helping. Maybe the office itself could give me more information.
Are you done? Only I want to listen to this next race.
Alright, don't mind me, just going behind the counter.
Thanks.
Please stay on the other side of the counter.
It was like she had some kind of psychic power. She could just feel what I was trying to do.
Hands off, mister.
Can I just have a look?
Just gonna pick up stuff and rummage through your
Certainly
place.
not. That book is very private.
Even the plant looked depressed.
I say stretch goal. Was this a Kickstarter stretch goal to just have a rat? I can't tell what that is. I think it's a jerboa. It's a dead jerboa. It was a stretch goal to include a dead jerboa in one scene. Its ears are too short to be a
Do you
Jorbo.
mind? I'm listening to the race.
Annette was watching me like a hawk.
It's not actually Jorbo. Let's see. Check radio. Use the cell phone.
The Vera phone. All expenses had been spared. The Vera phone. All
Vera?
expenses had been spared.
Use my cell phone.
Hello, Vera Security. We make you secure. Wrong number again. Damn nuisance calls.
I'll take this.
I wanted to see what secrets the book might contain. There was a photo. Of course, I grabbed it. A very bad photo of Lane and Annette. That guy sure got around.
Recognize this?
Hey, that's my photo.
That's you with Lane, I believe.
So, what if it is?
What is he to you?
Oh, my Hector. That's what he is. My little Hector.
Yeah, I thought you said you had nothing to do with the gallery.
Look, here's how it is. I've only been here a few weeks. I had nothing to do with that gallery job. I just delivered the paperwork.
So, who's the manager before you?
I don't know. She just one day didn't come in for work. I shouldn't be talking to you. The boss told me to keep my mouth shut. What can I do for you?
Are you betting on a horse?
No, I just like hearing the sound of hooves.
Oh, well, that's unusual.
Don't be an idiot. I got 50 euros on Lucky Break.
Ah, well, I hope you win.
So do I, Sherry. So do I.
So, what happened on your date with Lane?
I'm not sure I'd call it a date.
This guy was really
You
suspicious
can do
before.
better than that, Annette.
Here, are you asking me out?
No, I meant, tell me more.
Oh, like that is it? Want the details, do you?
No. Look, let's just move on, okay? Annette, could I just have a quick look in your back office?
What do you take me for?
What? No. I mean, can I look in there?
Oh,
You
I
okay,
see.
George?
No, you can't. It's private.
The boss. Have you got his number or address?
No, I've forgotten it. I mean, I never knew it.
Annette, a serious crime has been committed. You're in a lot of trouble.
I had nothing to do with it.
Hmm.
Look, I need this job. I need the money. Anyway, it's only a silly old painting. No one got hurt.
That guy got shot and died. Oh, that's who he was.
The gallery owner was shot.
Badly?
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
Oh.
Oh.
This is a murder investigation. Now, who's your boss?
I don't know. Honest, he faxes me if he wants anything.
He. Who's he?
I've never seen him, never met him. Don't make trouble for poor Annette.
Thanks.
I was pretty sure Annette had told me all she was going to. She sounded scared. Time to put the thumbscrews on Lane, and I knew just how. I was pretty sure Annette had... Time to confront Lane. The The gallery was sealed off. The place looked empty. Lane wasn't exactly easy to miss, and it looked like he wasn't around.
Hello, friend.
Hi.
Monsieur?
I'm looking for Mr. Lane. Has he been here?
Ah, yes, monsieur. He came by earlier. Told me he was off to console Henri's widow. I hope she's out.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Monsieur?
Do you recognize the woman in this photo?
She was here the other night with Lane. They sneaked away to the gallery together, without paying their bill.
Has this
My
guy ever
suspicions of Lane
paid a
were
bill?
mounting, but I didn't really think he had it in him.
When will point-and-click adventure games adopt the double-click to teleport out somewhere?
So Lane was consoling the widow. What a big heart that guy had. Did he have a grand scheme or just loose morals? Parisian spring fashion. Reminds me why I love this city. I recognize the name Sasha from the charges listed in Henri's credit card letter. Tony's Brasserie. Looked expensive.
What is Street Fighter EX? Is that the anime?
Paris sure had a lot of similar looking cafes. The door was locked.
3DS version. Street Fighter 5?
The Bois de Boulogne was just across the road.
Is that how you say baloney?
The Bois de Boulogne was just across the road.
Hello?
This is George Stobart. May I come up?
I'm sorry, this is a very inconvenient time. Come back later.
I know that's you, Mr. Lane. I need to talk to you.
Madame Du Bois.
I need to talk to Madame Dubois.
Wow.
I'm sure it can wait.
Mr. Lane, does the name Annette mean anything to you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. If you don't let me in, I'll tell the police about your interesting connection to the security company.
All right then. Come up, but make it brief.
Dear Lord, George, you have the worst timing.
Is this a bad time to accuse you of lying?
What do you want?
I've just come from Vera's security.
So?
What do you know about the owner of Vera's security?
I've never had the pleasure.
That is a lie.
Tell me about Annette.
Who?
From Vera Security.
I don't know any Annette.
I'm
sure
surprised
you
you
do.
let your conquests keep souvenirs.
Ugh. Where did you get that?
Annette lent it to me.
Quit waving it around, for God's sake.
Can you tell me anything about the owner of Vera?
I can't wait for this song
Annette
to get
told me he's
DMCA'd.
some angry-looking Russian chap.
Come on, Lane. Tell me about Annette.
All right, all right. I had a fling with her, okay? Now keep your voice down, please.
And you two fixed the security for the robbery?
No, nothing like that. Anyway, the fling was a mistake. She turned out to be rather needy.
I believe you. You're not a criminal, just a lecherous old man.
Less of the old, if you don't mind. As it happens, I make a lot of women happy.
Especially when you
Why,
leave them.
This one?
Okay, Lane. Take off.
You
was a good
can't
comeback,
tell
George.
me what to do.
You want me to show Bijou this picture?
All right, I'm going. You haven't heard the last of me, Stobart.
Promise?
And give me that photo.
If Lane was telling the truth,
Wait, he's just here.
that meant that Annette was lying. She said she'd never met the owner and was very keen to get rid of me. I wondered if she was hiding something interesting in that back office.
Are you going to introduce yourself properly?
Maybe. I want to talk to Henry. Is this ghost here?
Pleased to make your acquaintance, madame. My name's George Stobart.
Call me Bijou. Hello, young man. Such a delight to have a new visitor. What can I do for you?
I'm from the insurance company. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Henri, my poor sauvage. He died in his prime.
Could I just ask you a few questions?
Well, why not? A little company might just pep me up, as you Americans might say.
Tell me about this
Your
song.
record player seems to be stuck on the same song.
Yes, this song gives me great comfort. It reminds me of Henri. The gallery was Henri's baby. He never spoke to me about it.
So you weren't involved?
Not at all. Business is not my thing.
Henri was very brave at the gallery. He tried to stop the thief and paid the ultimate price.
Oh, man.
Henri was my lion and my little pussycat.
Does this smell good to you?
It's heavenly, isn't it? Henri loved it.
How are you coping?
I'm still trying to take it in, chérie.
Bijou, I think someone involved with the gallery helped the thief. It wasn't Hector Lane. He's not devious enough.
But who else?
I don't know. But I will get to the bottom of it, I
It
promise.
was you. She was jealous.
Thank you for your help, Bijou.
My pleasure, young man. Do come back any time.
Bijou appeared to know nothing. I still couldn't discount Lane. Annette, on the other hand, had lied about Vera's Securities owner.
There are a lot of important things.
A subtle birthmark was the only blemish on the model's flawless skin. The stereo was playing the same tune over and over again.
You have a beautiful home, Bijou.
Oh, thank you. I do like beautiful things. Chérie, please don't touch my table. I keep everything.
I like
in
how everybody keeps
perfect
getting
order.
mad that I click on stuff. Hey, what's this? She's like, don't touch that.
Please don't touch my things.
What's this? You can just start playing with the radio. Stop that.
Henri was now dressed in a cheap suit. On balance, I preferred the waistcoat. A small stuffed dog sat on the table. Poor creature. Was that a tear in its glassy eye?
Yeah, I should be able to pick up all of these things and put them in my
Can I
pocket.
ask you a few questions?
Show Runaway how it's done.
Or dare.
Truth.
And there was I hoping you'd say dare.
Oh god.
Henri looks very peaceful.
Doesn't he? I wish I could keep him here forever.
Again, I'm so sorry.
Life is too short, George.
Anything else you can tell me about the gallery?
No, I rarely went there. As I said, Henri took care of everything.
What's the song called?
Jasmine by the Airy Lobsters. Before your time, I'm sure. It's a band that Henri fronted in the 70s. They got to number 2 in the Swedish charts.
But nice.
Big time, huh? What's the story behind the stuffed dog?
Oh, Fifi. I was heartbroken when she went. I had her preserved so that we could be together forever.
That's very touching.
Isn't it?
Quite unusual these days to bring the coffin home.
Henri loved a good
Yeah, it's
wake.
really weird.
Said they were better than any party.
Huh.
Huh.
Thank you for your help, Bijou.
My pleasure, young man. Do come back any time.
No problem. Bye, Henry.
Night was falling. Annette would have left for the evening. It was time to pay a visit to Vera Security.
Short time later.
The empty mall was lit by bright moonlight. The perfect ambiance for a little detective work. I wanted a good look at that back office. I just had to find a way in.
Let's see.
There was no way I could force the shutter open with my bare hands.
Can't be a
I
run.
needed to find another way.
I think you said that yesterday. Did you get 2 of them? Dual wielding absolute virtues?
It was the shutter control. There was no
Got
sign
this
of a
sweet
button
spear.
or a keyhole. It must have been controlled remotely. A wire ran up to the electrical box above. There was an electrical box up there, but I couldn't reach it from the ground.
Only 1? You should have like 6 by this point. Box on rollers. Hold on. This is to check the girder? Oh, there it is.
The girder was too high for me to reach.
You see? When's 48 hours of Valdesian Arsenal? I still have to keep convincing myself not to do another 48 hours of House of the Dead. Go nice. I'm gonna have to write some new questions for trivia. Claude's getting these way too fast. 24 hours of BI on Monday? I see. It's not 48 hours, and it's also not you. When are you doing 48 hours? Just get RNG. I actually meant to rotate the the sheet around. Well, I was actually gonna import the sheet into the thing, into a spreadsheet thing, alphabetically sort it, and then put it back in, and hopefully it would work. All right, what am I doing? Check the electrical box. Shimmy, open the electrical box.
I popped the lid open. Inside was an aircon unit and bingo, the master controls for the shutters.
Secure cutter. Shutter. Secure shutter. Look close at electrical box.
It was the power supply. It was the motor that operated the shutters. It was the master controller for the shutters. The wire connected the power supply to the aircon.
Use the nail clipper. Cut this wire. Nail clipper to cut the wire connecting the shutter motor to the master controller. Use the wire from neon light to connect the wire from power supply to the shutter motor. Yeah, this is some... I see. Easy every time. The blue huge materials used to obtain what? The blue huge materia. It's not Bahamut Zero, is it? Oh, it is. I win! Where do you get the blue? Well... How do I word this? Where's the blue huge materia come from? Is that the one that's from space? Do you get that in the, space thing, or is it the one that's there by default? There's one that I think is there by default. Well, by default, because you get it in the story no matter what. I think that one's yellow? I don't remember. Definitely been a while. Wasn't the FF7 remake? Wait, hold on. No, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back.
The room was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing.
Go back.
In the drawer was a single Q-tip. It was my lucky day. It hadn't been used.
El Magus. It's an MMO company, Nerm. That's my hint. I forgot what they made. Maple Story? No, that's not right. Maple Story? No. There you go, Gung Ho. What did Gung Ho do? God, why do I know that name? Yeah, they published something. Ragnarok Online 2? Vindictus sounds maybe-ish. Also, how's it going, TMB? Let's see. It's dark in here, and the inventory combine the matches with Matchbox and use matches.
corner of the room was
Grandia
a
2
delivery
HD
scooter,
remaster.
just like the one the killer
Maybe
had
that's
escaped
it.
on.
Let's see. Check the scooter. The shredder and some other stuff. Wait a minute. The scooter looks familiar.
It was a pizza delivery scooter. It was a pizza delivery scooter.
TMB. Patch of
Oil had dripped from the scooter onto the floor.
Hmm.
There was a letter jammed in the shredder. I tried to free the gears, but they were jammed solid. Its service was long overdue. I smeared some oil onto the cotton bud. I smeared the gears with oil.
Nice. Ah, heck.
It was time to see what was in the letter.
Oh, no. What in Broken Sword 1 remake is this? Alright, Mr. Alright, hold up.
I grabbed the paperclip.
Need this. Press the green button, arrange the papers, pick up the paper, and drop where you want to go, pick up the paper clip. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Move you over here. You over here. Who's good at actual puzzles? Hold this for me. Lizard. I was gonna say something, but that might be spoilers for a completely unrelated game. This is also blue. What do you fill the chalice with? What? Anonymous. Alright, hold up. How far over does this go, I wonder? Mr. Roman. Security. measures. I'm delighted to confirm the appointment. The special attention. The owner will remain anonymous. Represent.
It was the letter from Henri
Hey, we
confirming
did
that
it.
Vera Security had the contract for the exhibition. And it also revealed who was in charge at Vera. A guy called Medovsky. At first glance, it all seemed pretty run-of-the-mill. But why was Henri thanking Medovsky for being generous? And why was he pleased to represent him? Maybe Medovsky was the owner we've been looking for. It didn't add up. I had a gut feeling. There was something fishy going on.
Check the air vent to find Nico hiding in the
air
air vent.
vent had a tiny catch on the side.
Use the paperclip.
The paperclip was perfect for the job.
Back in Nico's air vent.
There was definitely something in there.
I don't dislike puzzles, like puzzle pieces, puzzle things. But I always wanted to play one of those games where you just put puzzles together. Not like an actual, like I don't want to sit down at a table and put together a puzzle. That's too much work. I want to play a video game where you like just put the puzzles together. But like 99% of them are erotic puzzles. So I gotta find one that's not. One on the SNES.
Now,
See.
What are you?
Oh my god, now your fingerprints are all over the gun.
Believe it. It was a gun. And very likely the one that had been used to shoot Henri.
Aha! So, what have we here? L'Américain, Monsieur Stobart.
I too have a gun.
You will rue the day you crossed my path, because now you are caught in my net like a little red herring.
Inspector, I'm investigating the robbery.
No, monsieur. You are breaking and entering an innocent storeroom.
I found the murder weapon.
Found? No. Planted? Yes.
Oh my
Move.
god.
Arrest this man and take him to the station. I shall squeeze you, Monsieur Stobart, until your pips squeak.
Pieces, I see. Next morning, back at Nico's apartment.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Oh,
I
this is
just
the
wish I'd
outside
got
of
some
her
better
apartment.
shots of the killer.
Are you kidding? That's something I have very dramatic.
Look at her.
It ain't good, Nico.
Looking out our window.
So, what's next?
Get
Hey!
me an interview with the owner, and you've got Sunday's front page.
I'm on it already.
Keep me up to speed. Let me know before you write anything up, okay?
Of course. Oh, gotta go. Someone at the door.
It's gonna be George.
Monsieur?
Oh. It's
Are
very,
you Nicole Collard?
very old George.
Yes, can I help you?
I need to sit down.
Your voice sounds very
You'd
familiar.
better come in.
Were you a dragon in some other game? Yeah, we got it's Nico's purse. Back in Nico's apartment. It only took like 3 games or something. When was the last time we were in Nico's apartment? Because I don't think we were in Nico's apartment in Broken Sword 2. We definitely weren't there in 4. Did we go to Nico's apartment in 3? I don't think we did. It's been a long time. Sasha. Uh-huh. Now for some plot.
Would you like a glass of wine?
Yes, those stairs are a nightmare.
I meant to search the room for Kickstarter goals. Stretch goals.
That's better.
So, what can I do for you, monsieur?
My name is Tiago Marquez. I saw your report on the robbery. I found your address. I came straight away. I needed to see you.
And why is that?
The stolen painting, La Malédiction. It belongs to me.
Ronnie had wanted me to interview the owner, and now here he was. Or rather, he was somebody who claimed to be the owner.
She didn't clean the chewing gum off of it.
So the stolen painting is yours. Tell me more.
La Malédiction belonged to my family in Catalonia in the 30s, before the Civil War.
So what was it doing here in Paris?
The fascists stole it in 1938. They killed my father, but not me. I escaped.
He's the little boy in the
I have
intro.
been looking for it ever since. You have to help me find it.
Did you lose all your family in the Civil War?
When they came for us in 38, I fled with my mother. But my father was not so lucky.
I'm sorry.
I would have stayed and fought for freedom, but I was just a boy.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Tiago Marquez, the rightful owner of La Malédiction. What else is there to tell?
You traveled all the way from Catalonia?
No, since the war, I've lived in France, in the southwest. And now I want the painting back.
You've got my attention, but if I'm to help you, I need more to go on.
I have something. This old photograph. It is of me and my family. See the painting above the fireplace?
Yes, it's La Malédiction. The photograph certainly appeared to link the old man to the painting.
You took the photographs at that robbery, huh?
I did, yes.
I need to see them.
Why?
Please, I must see them.
All right. Here they are.
I just noticed the computer screen has like post-it notes all over it. Mine too.
Here's the thief making off with the painting.
What is that tattoo on his arm?
Looks like a skull
Dream
and
Babe.
crossbones. Headhunters,
You will find him, and then you will find my painting.
I can try, monsieur.
You must, mademoiselle.
Did you ever, Dream Bim, did you ever play Broken Sword 5? Or 4 or 3?
This one was rejected. Georges got in the way. Typical.
Who is this George?
Just a friend. He insured the painting.
So, he will know who is this liar who claims to own my painting.
I don't think he does. He would have told me. This is the best shot I took. They used it in the paper.
Oh.
Yes, it is how I recognize La Malédiction, my painting.
It does look like the one in your photograph.
So close, but now it is lost again.
This shot didn't come out too well.
It's perfect.
Perfect?
Finally, La Malédiction in all its splendor. The lines, the color, the detail. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Then take it. That shot is no good to me.
Really? Thank you, mademoiselle.
I started with 3, so 3 has a lot of nostalgia for me. So I really like that one. But yeah, 1 is definitely the best to me.
In front of Georges is Henri, the gallery owner.
Big fan of 1.
That tattoo is really quite distinctive.
Yes, but that is all there is to go on.
So you are certain that this is the same painting?
Of course, I do not make mistakes.
Marquez's story was very interesting, but I needed to corroborate it. I wondered if the gallery kept ownership records.
Can walk around the room
And
yet?
while I didn't wholly trust him, this was the one lead that I didn't want to lose. Where are you staying?
What? Nowhere. Here, perhaps.
I didn't want him to stay in my apartment. There was another solution. My neighbor is out of town for a few days. You could stay there.
Yes, that would be good. Thank you.
Great.
I can't wait to
let's
be an old man and just like literally just not care about anything. Just be
go.
like,
Adam said that he would leave the spare key.
yeah, I'm
under the
staying
mat.
here.
Marquez needed somewhere to.
Oh.
The door was locked, but my neighbor always left a key under the mat.
I'm like
My neighbor
90%
had
of the
left a
way
key
there.
for me under the doormat. Which reminded me I hadn't watered his plants for a week. The key wasn't there.
What?
The gap was wide, but not wide enough for my fingers.
If only I had some chewing gum.
Using the sticky chewing gum, I was able to fish out the key.
Nice. Yeah, look at this
This will
painting of
do.
this dog.
Glad it's up to standard. I have to go out, monsieur. Ronnie had promised me the front page if I got an interview with the painting's owner. And here was a crazy Spaniard claiming to be just that. I needed to find out who had put the painting up for sale. Maybe there was more to find at the gallery.
An uncomfortable metro ride later. Back at... Oh, the game crashed. Back at... I forgot this game crashes a lot. Back in Nico's apartment. Back at... Here we go. Oh, look at this painting of this dog. I want this painting. I don't even like, what are these, pugs?
This will do.
I don't even like dogs.
I needed to find out who had put the painting up for sale. Maybe there was more to find at the gallery.
I just want to say, Claude, imagine Updog but full screen.
Len was sitting
Covering the
outside
game.
the cafe. He looked dazed.
Let's see. Talk to that. Right. Let's see. Back at Nico's apartment.
Hello, Monsieur Len.
Ah,
Speaking-
the
hold on,
delectable
speaking of Updog.
Nicole Collard, Super Sleuth. How may I be of service?
I was hoping
Super
I'd
sweet.
find you here.
Always available for a lovely lady such as yourself.
All right, hold on, real quick. To everyone watching this on YouTube, so I unlocked follower emotes, whatever, this last week. I added a few, but I'm not sure about them. Looking for input. I can't see what they are. I basically took a bunch that were already on Frankerface Z and just added them temporarily. But I'm not sure how I feel about them. Big fan of the two. Big fan of the two conjoints. Those will probably stay. Chaika, I'm not too sure about. And the no cheats, I definitely don't think. I think that's probably the most temporary of all of them. But I don't know. I still don't know what the theme of my channel is. Can I add this? Better Twitch TV. Alright, since I don't use Better Twitch TV. I'm not logged in on this computer, so no. I can't. If I was logged in, then yes, I would definitely add it just for you, Dream Boom. Just for you.
Henri's death. It must be so very hard for you.
Yes, I shall miss him deeply. We had such a very special relationship. The loss is so hard to endure, even for a man of such inner strength as myself.
You are such a liar.
I'm writing a follow-up piece on the gallery theft.
Ah, so you need an inside view. Authoritative.
Something like that.
The police have finished in the gallery. We could chat in the office. It's much more comfortable. More intimate. I might even be able to rustle up a little bottle of champagne.
Maybe later. I have some things to do first.
Maybe next time, then.
What do you know about the owner of La Malediccio?
That was Henri's business. He found the painting and did the deal with the owner.
Would anybody else know anything about the owner?
Not likely. He kept especially quiet about that one. But he always kept a manifest for every exhibition.
There's this waiter over here. Yeah, there's something really weird going on here. Where is the owner? Don't you think he'd be, like, causing a ruckus? He'd be here, like, where's my painting? What happened to my painting? Saw on the news my painting was stolen. How come nobody told me my painting was stolen?
You mentioned a manifest. How would one get a look at that?
One might start in the office. That's where Henri kept most of his paperwork.
About the gallery.
Of course, my dear. We can go there now, if you'd like.
That sounds great.
We can discuss my ordeal over a glass of champagne.
A cozy chat with Lane was the last thing I wanted. But it was my best hope if I wanted to get a look around the office. So, what are we waiting for?
Don't forget to pay your bill. Why is he giggling?
After you, my dear.
He knew the passcode. Oh wait, no, he told me the passcode. Right.
The place was heaving with junk. Finding what I wanted wouldn't be easy. As Lane sat down, something stuck out from beneath the cushion. It looked like a folder. Whatever it was, the police had missed it. I needed to get it.
Come, join me on the couch. I'm ready for you. You will be gentle with me, won't you?
Oh, I'm never gentle, Monsieur Lane.
Oh. Oh. Do call me Hector.
Lane hadn't noticed the folder. With that amount of padding, who would? The only way to get hold of it was to distract him.
Anybody else find this as funny as I do? Oh, I'm out of coffee.
Monsieur Lane,
Hector, please.
so you really don't know who owns this up?
I'm sorry, my dear, I really don't.
Is there anything you can tell me about the painting?
It was an
How can she be
absolute
your
treat
wife when
to
she's
come
my
across it.
wife?
A true undiscovered gem.
There's no denying it is a fantastic painting. What can you tell me about the religious significance?
Of course, there is a deep religious symbolism locked within the painting, too. Central to this must be the pantheon of saints.
What?
Oh, Hector. Perhaps I will join you in that glass of champagne.
But of course, champagne, nature's balm in troubled times.
Time to drink the champagne.
To new friends!
To love. Oh, mon Dieu, that is so cold!
Oops,
Oops.
silly me. I am so sorry.
I'll have to dry this off. Don't you worry, my dear.
We just take the pants off.
In the folder was a list of all the paintings in the exhibition. La Malediccio had to be there. It was. And next to it was the owner's name, Mr. Medovsky. The police had obviously not spotted the folder. I put it back. I had what I needed for my story.
Where have I heard that name before?
Monsieur Lane, thanks for everything. But I think I hear my editor calling.
Ma chérie, no need to leave so soon. It's only a little spillage.
A little while later. Back.
And
Nika's
I found out
apartment.
who claims to own La Malediccio. Some guy named Medovsky. Sounds Russian, right?
My God.
My God.
Who is he?
He's new on the oligarch block. Fresh into London from Russia with ambition and a bloody reputation. Collard, this is way over your head. I'm gonna put a more experienced crime journalist on the story.
What?
I can't afford for you to get hurt.
Relax, Ronnie. This is my story. Leave it with me. Let's discuss it over lunch tomorrow.
Okay. But don't do anything more. See you tomorrow.
Well, I sure won't. Time to do everything
Ronnie
more.
didn't trust me on this story, but I wasn't going to let him give it to someone else. I was going to have to move fast.
Listen to my story.
Come in.
This may be our last chance.
Hey, look, it's George.
Great to see you.
Hope you don't mind me just dropping
How'd you get
in.
out of jail?
No, not at all. How are you getting on?
Pretty good. I found the gun that was used in the robbery.
I'm impressed.
Yeah? Well, Nave wasn't. He accused me of trying to plant it, and then of being involved in Henri's death. Then he threw me into a cell. He couldn't make a stick, of course.
6
so
times
he had
louder
to
than
let
it
me go
should have
this
been?
morning.
I think you
But he's
mean...
convinced I'm involved.
Crank it up.
So if I put a foot wrong, he'll nail me next time. But, hey, bright side, have I got a story for you.
A long story later. Back in Nico's apartment.
Annette, the manager at Vera Security, lied about the owner of the company.
Hmm.
When I pieced together that shredded letter, I got a name. Medovsky.
What?
Medovsky. That's the same guy who claims to own La Malediccio.
What? He owns the painting and Vera Security? He has to be the one behind this whole scam.
You're telling me?
Hmm.
We have to be sure.
Hey, friend.
What the?
Just looks at George, sits down.
I cannot sleep on that bed. It is too soft.
George, this is Senor Marquez.
Sleep on the floor.
Nice to meet you.
So you are this George, huh?
Senor Marquez is staying in the apartment across the hall. Apparently, he's the real owner of La Malediccio.
What? I thought you said Medovsky was the owner.
Senor Marquez claims the painting was stolen from his family during the Spanish Civil War.
Really? Do you have any proof?
Senor Marquez, could you show him the photograph?
A pair of statues stood on plinths on the mantelpiece. The statues were quite striking. That's definitely La Malediccio hanging on the wall?
It belonged to my family, so it belongs to me.
Who's this?
My father. When they came for us in 38, I fled with my mother. But my father was not so lucky.
Who's this?
My mother, a good woman, a saint.
How can we prove this is you as a child?
The dates would tie up, George.
If the painting really was stolen during the 1930s, then this Medovsky guy has no legitimate claim to it. But how can I be sure that you're the boy in that picture?
I can prove it. Look at my father in the photograph. You see the medallion he's wearing? He gave it to me just before he died. This medallion has been in our family for hundreds of years.
Oh, hey.
It's definitely the same medallion. A snake eating its own tail. That's also on the painting.
It is the Ouroboros.
From Resident Evil 5?
Ouroboros.
I mean...
It is a sign of my people, my family,
eternal
my faith.
Champions?
The Gnostics. My father was a Gnostic leader. La Malediccio is sacred to the Gnostics. Hence, they both display the Ouroboros.
A priest I met said the painting was the devil's work. A thing of evil.
Ha! He would say that. Do not believe all you hear from the church. Whatever you think.
This game
the
invented
painting
it?
is mine.
Dang.
If Marquez was the true
Also,
owner of
Damsey?
Malediccio,
Oh, wait,
then
I already said that.
Medovsky had no legal claim to it.
Damsey?
Might be tough to prove, but if I could, we wouldn't have to pay out on the insurance. So, if the painting belongs to you, how did Medovsky get it?
It's the one that stole
The
it.
fascists stole it. It went to Madrid, then Berlin, then, after the war, to Moscow. After that, it was lost, until now.
We need to talk to this Medovsky, but how do we find him?
Wait, I can finally click around the room again.
Nico's trash can was full of paper. No surprise there. Nico had finally upgraded her computer.
What did it look like in the previous game?
It looked like Nico kept her most secret possessions close to her chest.
Where's the Kickstarter stuff? I wonder if this picture is a picture of somebody that funded the Kickstarter. I don't see anything. I remember the elephant. It was Nico's dad's. Dang. Severe lack of stretch goals here. Let's see. Key, blah blah blah, medallion, painting.
Hey, Nico?
Hey, Nico.
Yes, George?
What do we know about this Medovsky character?
Ronnie said he was dangerous and very rich. He claims to be the owner of La Malediccio.
And appears to be the boss of Vera's security who were supposed to protect it. Now that kind of figures. The best way to steal something is to get hired to look after it. But why steal a painting you already own?
We need to talk to this guy.
To do that, we need to
Insurance.
find him.
Money.
So let's go over what we know about the thief.
Okay, well, he had a distinctive tattoo on one arm.
And his helmet had Waterloo Motors across it.
Not a lot to go on.
Why would somebody steal their own painting?
Insurance scam? But then why kill Henri?
I get the impression that Henri was somehow involved. I found the gun that Henri was shot with at Vera Security.
If Medovsky owns Vera Security, it means that he must know the killer.
Well, it can't be Annette, but she has to be involved in some way. You said the thief had a tattoo.
On his arm, it was a skull and crossbones with headhunters written around it.
We need to track down Waterloo Motors.
Have you tried the internet?
I've been kind of busy.
How does the internet work?
Okay, let's have a look. Waterloo Station, Battle of Waterloo, Waterloo Kebabs, Waterloo Sunset. Ah, here we go. Waterloo Motors. It's a garage in London. I'll send the number to your phone.
Thank you. George whips out his Nokia Engage. Ah, yes. Who is this guy?
It would have been stupid to phone Nico while she was sitting opposite
What?
me.
I didn't think that was stupid. I thought it would have been hilarious.
Hello, Mr. Rickenbacker?
What now, Stobart?
I've got some interesting news to tell you.
Oh wait, this is his
Out with it.
his boss.
I found a shredded letter that seems to implicate Henri and some guy named Medovsky.
Well, that's one piece of good news.
I met a guy called Marquez who claims to be the original owner of the painting.
So, I could claim to own it too.
This guy has a photo of it from his childhood. He's also got a story about how it was stolen from him during the Spanish Civil War.
If that's the case, then the insurance would be invalidated.
That's what I thought.
So dig a little deeper into that story.
Got it.
Waterloo Motors,
Hi,
how can I help you?
my name is George Stobart. I'm investigating a murder that was committed here in Paris.
What's that got to do with us?
The guy we're looking for was wearing a helmet with Waterloo Motors on it.
Oh yeah, it's a very popular helmet.
I don't suppose you know who might have bought one?
Well, not unless you got any more information, mate.
The killer had a tattoo on his arm. It said, Headhunters.
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, he bought one of our helmets just the other day.
Terrific. Do you know his name?
Nah. He brings his boss's Merc here to have it serviced. Word to the wise, though. I hear he don't mess about. The car's registered on Dutchy Street, if there's any help. I mean, that's all I know, mate, sorry.
No, that's more than enough. You've been a great
I-
help. Thanks for
We
your
got
time.
way more than I thought we would get out of this. I thought he'd hang up on us instantly. You're the police? Click.
Bingo.
Good work. That has to be the guy. And now we've got his address.
How about a trip to London?
I thought you'd never ask. Senor Marquez, will you be okay here?
The bed is uncomfortable. But it will do. Come back quickly with the
It's gonna be me in
painting,
like
eh?
2 years.
London cabbies. Gotta love them.
This is the place. Here on the right. To afford a place like this in London, you've got to be good at something.
Hmm. Where's our crash counter? Oh man. How far into this are we?
Nico,
Yes?
I'm.
Ronnie said that Madovsky was
Wait,
dangerous.
this is new.
So, Waterloo Motors is a garage in London. That's a surprise.
I guess this is before I
Yes,
did the
sent you their phone number.
phone call. My Kickstarter. God. Why do they always turn out this way? Let's save here. I remember reading a review of this recently
The guy we're looking.
that said that the autosave feature isn't just a feature.
The killer.
It's a necessary evil or something like that.
No, that's more than enough. You've been a great help. Thanks for your time. Bingo.
Good work.
How about London cabbies? Gotta love them.
Every
This
time
is
it
the
crashes,
place.
I get a memory
Here on the
leak
right.
error.
To afford a place like this in London, you've got to be good at something. So,
God, it's a scissor
we're
man.
clear on how we're going to do this?
Yeah, we're two insurance investigators, see? We finagle our way inside, butter Madovsky up, and then get the dirt on him, right?
Fanoodle?
Yeah, finagle. You remember how to finagle, don't you, Nico?
George, how could I ever forget?
Good, because I suspect we're gonna need Major League Fanoodling to get in this one.
You got it.
Major League Fanoodling. Alright.
No answer.
Plain as Nico.
Excuse me? Hello?
See.
On your bike, darling. This is a private residence.
We're here to see Mr. Madovsky.
So?
Oh. That's what it looks like.
We have important business with Mr. Madovsky.
And who the hell might you be?
I'm Nico Kalar, and this is my colleague, Georges Stobart.
Well, isn't that cozy? Can you count, darling?
Yes, of course.
Well then, 1, I don't know you or Laughing Boy here from Adam. 2, you ain't got no business round here. And 3, I don't like French birds. Comprenez?
Ooh. Of course, needs to talk to him.
It was topiary in progress. Hi, guess who?
What do you want?
This question, Clock Tower, is actually more geared towards the PlayStation Clock Tower. Because I don't think they say in the original Clock Tower.
Nice bush.
Bush? This is so much more than just a bush.
Oh, I am sorry.
It's art, love. Or to be precise, topiary. And as everybody knows...
Topiary is a transition form.
That's right. A statement of man's dominance over nature. A metaphor for the human condition.
And yet...
It's not enough, is it?
Not for the big questions.
Life, death.
Right and wrong.
Tell me about it.
You struggle, monsieur?
Day and night.
That is the human condition.
Can we ever escape it?
It is possible through meditation, contemplation.
I see.
It is our only salvation.
That's the plot of
Well,
Night Cry.
you give me food for thought, you have.
Anytime.
Much appreciated. At a difficult time.
You are welcome, monsieur.
So, anyway, this is my latest piece. What do you think?
Thumbs down.
It's a very nice... eagle? A two-headed eagle.
Result. Get in there, my son. Yes, it's a Russian Imperial Eagle for the boss. You spotted it straight off. I owe you one, lady. You have got that rare quality. Real insight.
No, please. You have a rare talent. We have important business with Mr.
Excuse me,
Medovsky.
I'm dying.
I need a good reason to bother the boss with this. He's a busy man.
I understand, but I think he'll want to speak with us.
What makes what you have to say so important?
La Maledictio, a painting that belongs to him, has been stolen. If he wants his insurance claim processed quickly, then he'll want to speak with us. I think he might be annoyed if he finds out you never even told him we came around, right?
Okay, okay. Hang on, I'll phone him now. Yeah, Mr. Medovsky? Yeah, French bird. Yeah. Yes, boss. Right, I will do. You've piqued the boss's interest. That isn't always a good thing.
Uh-oh.
The gate should be open. I'll take you inside. Follow me, please. Mr. Medovsky will be right with you, madame.
Well, we're in. Now what?
We'll make him think we're all set to pay out on the policy. See if we can get him to talk.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
Good day, monsieur. My name is Nico Collard, and this is my assistant, Georges Tabar.
You are here to discuss La Maledictio, yes?
Correct.
I am surprised to see you. My agreement with the gallery
specified that my ownership should be kept in the strictest confidence. It would appear that agreement has been broken.
Well,
A man has been killed, monsieur.
the owner was killed.
An agreement is an agreement.
A life has been lost and a painting stolen, monsieur. We need to ask you a few questions.
Bravely put, Miss Collard. So be it. I will cooperate however I can.
Let's see.
How did you come into possession of La Malédiction?
I purchased it at auction.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Henri, the gallery owner?
Oh, purely on a professional basis. My restorer recommended his gallery to me.
Did you ever meet him personally?
No, only via email. I rarely fly. I'm carbon neutral, you know.
Very conscientious, monsieur.
Well, the planet won't save itself.
We have reason to believe that the theft was an inside job.
Oh, that is terrible. The staff at the gallery were so pleasant to deal with, but such is human nature. I trust this won't delay the insurance claim.
I'm sure matters will be sorted out soon. Do you have receipts for the painting?
Of course. I have already sent them to your office.
These things take time to process.
What is there to process? I own the painting, someone stole it, and your company provided me with insurance. I am the victim here.
A state you share with the deceased, monsieur. Your restorer, how does he fit into all this?
Hobbs. He did a little cleaning work on La Malédiction, that's all.
What connection do you have to Vera Security?
I've never heard of it.
There is strong evidence that ties you to Vera Security.
Oh, you are beginning to sound like a policeman, madame.
We are merely doing our jobs, monsieur. We must leave no stone unturned.
I would leave this particular stone unturned, if I were you.
I'd rattled him, but I didn't want to push too hard. Of course. We will check our information again.
I would do that. I think that is enough for now. When do you expect the claim to be paid out?
It will not be long, monsieur.
When exactly? Surely you can give me a date.
Monsieur Medovsky, I'm sure you...
Please excuse the interruption, sir.
What is it, Shears?
Hobbs is here.
Name is Shears.
Tell
He's
him I'm
Gardner.
busy.
He mentioned the portfolio, sir.
For pity's sake, can he not just follow simple instructions? Please excuse me for a moment.
The gardener's called Shears?
Yeah, probably not what his mother christened him.
What a creep.
Very clever creep at that. We got nothing on him, and he knows it.
He just brushed off the Vera connection. We need something else to get under his skin. I could use Marquez as leverage.
Who?
Yeah, it's just one man's word against another.
So what else can we do?
Let's take a look around. Maybe there's something here we can use against him.
Good idea, George. You search, I'll keep watch at the window.
Back in George's body.
It was a beautifully inlaid cigarette box. The catch had snapped. The catch had snapped. It was a beautifully inlaid cigarette box. Can you hear what they're saying?
Yes.
You should not have turned up here, Mr. Hobbs. I made it clear I would deliver the package later today.
I wanted to make sure it got to me all right. I've got a lot of work to do on it.
This is most inconvenient.
Medovsky's arguing with his visitor, Ops, about the portfolio.
That portfolio is important, I'm sure of it. Medovsky had left the cabinet open. On the shelf inside was a business card and a scribbled note. I picked up the business card. It read, Wilfred Hobbs, Fine Art Restoration. I made a note of the address. Then I put the card back where I'd found it. No point arousing Medovsky's suspicions. The note read, L. Serp drawings for you to check. W.H.
W.H.
Now we're cooking with gas. I wondered if the painting could be in the portfolio that Medovsky had taken. See a penny, pick it up, then all day you'll have good luck. A Russian imperial egg. It looked rather plain. Everything was in Cyrillic, except for a number. 1869. It was a thank you note from a British politician. Huh. Medovsky certainly had some dubious friends. I suspected the medals weren't from the Moscow Debating Society. It seems our Medovsky has friends in low places.
It's like my boss said, the guy wants to be a player.
Medovsky in Libya. Happy days. What kind of guy hangs a picture of himself and Colonel Gaddafi on the wall?
The kind who will commit murder in order to steal their own painting.
It was a Russian privatization voucher. I wondered why Medovsky displayed it so proudly. Medovsky had an extensive collection of management books. The 7 Secrets of Leadership, 2009. The Business Bonaparte, 1983. Office Eagle or Management Mouse, 1998.
I wonder when this game is based. Like what year? I guess in
should've
2010.
guessed. Keyboard was Cyrillic.
Only I knew how to do that. Bookcase. Management mouse.
By extraordinary good fortune, the coin I'd picked up was the perfect shape to flip open the broken catch. Fancy that.
All right, imagine Sad Lilith emote, but the whole screen. Just imagine for a second.
Keys are always useful. Romanovs. The same brand of cigarettes that were in the ashtray in Vera's
Too
security.
sad. I see.
The study door's open now. Hear anything else interesting?
Hang on.
Listen, Hobbs, just take the portfolio and do your work. You are nervous, and I don't like that.
Understood. I have got a few questions, though.
I do not like questions either. Hurry up.
I noticed a couple of people arriving. Who were they? They look like coppers.
They were from the insurance company.
Has the...
Hobbs is going to head off with the portfolio. Whatever's in there is important. We need to stay with it.
I got Hobbs' address from his card. When we're done here, we should check it out.
Okay, Josh, but hurry. Medovsky will be back soon.
I know I have like infinite time, but in my head it's like, oh man,
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
check out the study.
I gotta be fast.
Okay.
I have so many things I gotta click on. I gotta get back. I gotta get done before he gets back.
Wow, there must be millions of dollars worth of art on these walls. The painting reminded me of my Aunt Maud. I'd never liked her. These paintings would have kept a critic enraptured for hours, but I didn't have time to dwell. Medovsky certainly loved art, or pretended to. The desk was magnificent. Filthy habit. The chair was fancy and probably more expensive than it looked. Those two little holes were just waiting for me to put my fingers in them. I resisted the urge.
Let's see. We got this from the book.
A secret drawer popped open. I knew that publication date would be significant. At last, I was going to discover Medovsky's secrets.
This was, like I said, this came from the book at 1869, whatever. If you're curious how this puzzle was solved.
It certainly wasn't Medovsky's sock drawer. Hey, Nico, come see this. I think we've struck gold.
Hang on, I'm coming.
Look, a letter from a guy called Gainan. His company, Wolfram, want to purchase La Maledizio. They're offering way over the asking price.
Hey, Walker.
Anything connecting Medovsky to Vera?
Well, let's see. Here we go. A lease for Vera's security.
Aha! Then we have the proof we need.
Hang on, what's this? Expenses for a Mr. Shears. Waterloo Motors, one helmet. These are from Paris. Madame Lautrec's. Hotel Britannique. Pizza.
Pizza?
Nico. Pizza. I think your friend Shears might just be on his...
George, what have we got
Oh, no.
ourselves into? I just heard the front door close. Medovsky's coming.
Oh, no.
Put everything back in order, quick.
Right.
Moments later.
He'll never suspect we just ransacked his house for evidence.
George, the coin.
Damn, no time. Look cool, Nico.
Just pull the coin out. Just be looking
I'll
at it.
handle this.
I apologize for the lengthy wait. As you can imagine, my time is at a premium.
That's fine, Mr. Medovsky. I think we're almost finished anyway.
And payment?
Very soon, monsieur. Very soon.
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Nice collection of medals you have there, Mr. Medovsky.
I earned them serving my country.
Anywhere interesting?
Chechnya. Ever been there?
Not yet.
No, can't say I've had the pleasure. Is that a first edition of War and Peace?
Of course. Printed in 1869. A great year for my country's literature. And Tolstoy is the master.
Is that a picture of you with Colonel Gaddafi?
A deeply wonderful man. He was a great fan of the Impressionists.
Well, he certainly left quite an impression on Libya. So, what brought you into the art business, Mr. Medovsky?
Oh, an eye for great artists, an appreciation of fine culture, and a love of what you Americans call the greenback.
You must be upset at the theft of La Malediccio.
Yes, I'm disappointed that someone would kill for such a minor piece.
Minor piece, you say?
So this Hobbs guy, good friend of yours, is he?
No, we simply have a business arrangement. We've been through this already. Now please, if you're quite finished, I'm a busy man.
Thank you for your time, Monsieur Medovsky. We'll be in touch soon.
Give him the coin back.
Well, no prizes for guessing where we go now.
Hobbs' place, right?
Got it in one. Medovsky's pretty shady, don't you think?
Me too, Claude.
He bought our act, though. You make a pretty good insurance man, Georges.
Yeah, who'd have thought it?
By the time he realizes we're not assessing his claim, we'll have cracked the case and be toasting our success.
Here's hoping. Looks like rain.
Come on, let's get that cab. Taxi?
Short taxi ride later.
I think we just stepped off the London tourist trail.
I guess this Hobbs character doesn't like visitors.
Not the kind of place you'd expect to find a restorer of old masters.
Unless you didn't want to attract attention.
He's attracted ours.
I wonder if
Let's
they'll
see
have
what
any
Mr. Hobbs knows about La Malediccio.
I assume they won't have anything
And
extra
let's
in
try
the
and get a look
Pixel
inside that
Remaster, but
portfolio.
maybe. Actually, probably not. Overriding Nico's apartment. You know, the wizard unleashed the power of the void 1,000 years before the start of the adventure. Right around the time of Type 0. I don't know. Make stuff up. Anyways, yes, Claude, I agree. This game is like it has a very like Broken Sword 1 feel to it, but it's like almost like a step down. Like it's there, but it's also like just down a little bit. There's not as many snarky comments and less wit going on, I guess. You decide to spend $17 on literally anything else. 17 $1 burritos.
Nico?
What's up?
So, we need a plan.
I think we should talk to Mr. Hobbs. He's working with Medovsky, and he seems to know a lot about the painting.
Claude, did you watch LCC play through the ActRaiser thing? I couldn't. I just couldn't. I tried. I just couldn't do it. Claude doesn't want to have to learn new step route. I mean,
I don't think there's anyone home.
There's a light on upstairs.
It was Hobbs's mailbox. There was
a
note
remove the
hanging
stop
there.
counter. No, Dream Beam, you can move it diagonally.
For a second, I debated the morality of mail snooping. It was a short debate, and I won. I decided to open the letter. Dear Mr. Hobbs, due to previous incidents, we are writing to inform you that we will no longer be sending models to your address. It went on to discuss Hobbs's temper and other alleged infractions, some of which still carry the death sentence in certain less sophisticated cultures. Interesting. This could come in useful.
What's Hobbs up to? Modeling agency. It says check the drain pipe, dumpster, and junk. And I was like, is there actual junk, or is it just telling me to check stuff?
Climbing drain pipes was something I preferred to avoid, unless I had a great reason to do so. The large dumpster was full of garbage. Piles of junk, mostly boxes of old paints and scraps of picture frames. Mixed in were wires, cardboard, and some dubious-looking old clothes.
Dubious, eh?
George Stobart.
Ah, Monsieur Stobart. I trust you have obeyed my instructions not to leave Paris.
Of course, Inspector.
Good. You clearly know which side your cookie is buttered. Now, I require your presence tomorrow at the murder scene for a reconstruction.
I see.
12 o'clock sharp, monsieur. Or, as you would say, high noon.
Sure.
Any failure to comply, and I shall have you extraordinarily rendered. Have a nice day now.
And you.
Definitely not in London.
That was Nave. We're required back at the gallery tomorrow for a crime scene reconstruction.
Let me guess. Non-attendance is a criminal offense?
You got it.
What now? Why can everyone forget Mayo?
The door was locked. Looking through the window, I could see that there was nothing in the van. Hobbs must have taken the portfolio inside. The door was... Looking through... Slasher.
I'll take this. And... I'll tap
Not a
this.
sound.
Hmm.
The horn wasn't working.
How disappointing.
I popped open the van's hood. The van's hood was already open. The engine was held together by rust and dirt. Everything was covered in a sticky film of dirty black oil. Half the wiring wasn't connected to anything. It was clear why the horn hadn't made a noise. Neither hornpipe was connected to either the battery or the cab.
They've added like 6 new characters to that game since I last played. My waifu is still not in. One day she will be. See wiring loom at top left. Got it.
A bundle of wires came into the engine bay from the dashboard. Many of the wires seemed to lead nowhere.
Click the blue horn box with 2 loose wires at the bottom left.
It was one of 2 horns in the van.
The Hamburger
It didn't
Girl was
seem to
not
be
my
connected to
waifu.
anything else
My
under the
waifu
hood.
was always
2
my.
wires hung loose from it.
Eternal return. spell her name right. I've been waiting since this game. I was first introduced to this game. I've been waiting for this character to actually be added. She has still not been added. Dude, somebody made their own concept art of her 1 year ago. Alright. Where was I?
A loose wire hung from the horn. If I had some spare cable, I could connect it to the other horn. I had found just what I needed. 2 lengths of wire.
I'm pretty sure though, like, given what little bit I know about the changes in Eternal Return since I last played, pretty sure it's a completely different game than when I last played it.
The
They have like
engine
talent
bay
trees and
was
stuff
a
now.
Mess.
Use the nail clippers on one of the green long wires.
I snipped the wire in half.
Now I have 2 short wires. Use 1 short wire on left wire of the blue horn box in the bottom left.
I connected the wires from the cab to the horn.
Bet you never thought we were going to be using these nail clippers throughout the entire game. What did I just do? Use 1 on the left wire, use the long wire on the right loose wire. Use the second short wire at the top of the battery.
That was never going to work.
What?
There was already a wire connected to that terminal. That was never going to happen.
Second short wire to the top of the battery. Connect. I'm literally looking at it right here. Maybe it's the battery terminal. They have an actual photo.
The wire was just
Oh
long
my God.
enough to connect the battery to the horn. Everything was wired up. The horn had power.
Better save. Hey, would you like to guess how far through the game we are? If you guess 25% of the way, how did you ever figure it out? Beep beep. Ow.
I figured that should get Hobbs' attention.
All right, hold your blooming horses. What are you up to with my van?
Hello there. We fixed your horn.
So I hear. Now, what are you doing in my yard?
Question mark?
Sorry to bother you again, Mr. Hobbs, but... Well, that could have gone better.
He's not exactly the friendliest of characters.
I decided to give it another blast.
Hello?
For crying out loud, will you leave my van alone?
Sorry, just need a quick word, Mr. Hobbs.
Afternoon, Mr. Hobbs. We're from the model agency.
About blooming time. I'm on a deadline. You better come up.
Oh. Number of days without we're at 0 days. Where's my sign? The 0 days without surprise boobs on my stream. This time it's not gonna be surprise. So worth grinding for Mikael.
About time you two showed up.
No.
Hello, Mr. Hobbs. I was just wondering if...
I mean, it doesn't really matter,
Damn it,
honestly.
Goldilocks. I don't have time for chit-chat. Just get undressed behind that screen.
Undressed?
That was the deal. An extra 20 quid because I need you with your kit off.
The studio was freezing.
And as for you, darling, no need to get undressed. I've got a vivid imagination, so I'll just use that. Either way, just go sit over there on that rug and give me your best Belle Epoque floozy.
They make George get undressed. Honestly, like the companion Seawalker.
Perfect. Just hold it there. These are made for a good distraction. I just needed to figure out how to get a look inside that portfolio.
I don't remember what Mikael does, but like honestly, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have a wide variety of elements, I guess. They give you 300 event potions. I don't know what they're called. If you really wanted to grind for it, but you're so low level, it probably doesn't really matter at this point. Alright, who remembers this character? Coming up.
My, if it isn't George Stobart.
Lady Piermont. Oh, my. You're...
Naked? Of course. As an artist's muse, one often finds oneself en pelotas. Now, George, don't be shy. Come here and give me a big hug.
Oh, God.
That day was the day the nightmares had begun. Trapped, smothered, choking on lavender.
George, darling, pass me my robe. It's terribly cold in here.
Okay, they're giving her a robe.
Oi, what are you doing with a blooming robe on? God help me, but you're supposed to be naked. I've got a deadline to meet.
Well, you won't be meeting any deadlines with manners like that. And besides, it's freezing in here.
Lady Piermont and I had met before. She was larger
Don't remember
than
her?
life in
It's been a
every
few
way.
months. She's from Broken Sword 1. Let's see. This says, it says George meets a naked Lady Piermont. Boy, am I glad she was not naked on screen. Let's see. Talk to Lady Piermont.
Lady Piermont.
Oh, George, be a darling and sort the heating out in here.
I'll see what I can do.
Let's see. Go to the go to the thermostat next to the glass door.
Hey! Leave that dial alone.
Sorry, but Lady Piermont is cold. I thought...
Look, pal, I know it's brass monkeys in here, but the wiring in this building is ancient, and the fuse box won't take it. Her Majesty will just have to get used to chapel hat pegs.
Lady Piermont, Mr. Hobbs won't let me turn up the heating.
Well, we'll soon see about that.
Oh.
Only somebody here knew how to fix the wiring.
If you do not adjust the heating, I shall refuse to cooperate.
Lady Piermont, it's the circuits. They won't take the strain. You know what old buildings are like.
In which case, I see no reason for this session to continue.
Whoa, Lady Piermont, let's not be too hasty. I'm sure I can accommodate your needs.
Good. Perhaps you can start by letting George here turn up the heating.
Oh, go ahead then, but be careful. The power in here is temperamental.
I'd turned the thermostat up as far as it would go. I wondered if the suspicious wiring could be used to my advantage.
Hi, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna take a look at some of your pictures. You're very good.
I know, and that portfolio is private. I'm not paying you to go up around my studio. Get your blooming clothes off!
Sorry.
It didn't seem quite right.
What do you mean it didn't seem quite right?
A variety of liquor bottles, all empty. It didn't seem quite right.
Hey, that's my whiskey ration for the day gone.
I still can't get over, like, you click on anything and they're like, hey, clicking on things.
Excuse me, Mr. Hobbs.
Oh, what do you want? You're supposed to be sprawled naked on that rug with the family jewels out.
Yeah, well, about that. Could I just ask you a couple of questions first?
Blow me. A model who's shy and chatty. It must be my birthday.
How about a top-up, Mr. Hobbs?
Don't mind if I do.
Invalid texture. What? First time I've gotten that one. Are we having a scene? What kind of scene?
Wow, an old
This was
Bolson
the
Wang
invalid
stereo.
Invalid
I
texture.
hadn't seen one of those for years. Hobbs seemed to have a thing for 70s psychedelic jams. Hobbs seemed to have a... The record had stopped. It was Jasmine Breeze by the Hairy Lobsters.
Where have we heard that one before? Turn the power.
I turned the volume up a few notches. I turned the volume down again. I turned the volume up a few notches.
Turn the volume. The record.
A record was spinning on the turntable. Hobbs seemed to have a thing for 70s psychedelic jams.
What if the runaway main theme started playing?
It was locked. I wondered what was behind the door.
Run away, do it on your own. Run away. Okay. It's the lift button.
Oh, you. Get down from there. You'll trip the power in the whole building if you're not careful.
Uh-huh.
Blowing the power would certainly have distracted Hobbs. But the elevator alone wasn't going to trip the whole system.
Doing what I can. Guess what you're doing? I get 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count. Watching me stream, participating in trivia, typing in chat.
A word, if I may, Lady Piermont.
For you, George, I'm all ears. How can I help?
How did you come to be working with Mr. Hobbs?
Wheresoever a Bohemian needs a helping hand, George, mine is always at the ready. And what better way to help than to expose one's flesh to the sensuous brushstrokes of such a talent?
Can you keep a secret, Lady Piermont? Can you keep a secret?
I am the very soul of discretion, as you know.
You see that portfolio by Hobbs's table? We need to take a peek inside.
Be still, my beating heart. Just give
I
me
like
the
how
nod
George is
and I'm
whispering.
putty in your hands.
Lady Piermont's just like, I'm gonna talk normal volume.
So what have you been up to since our last encounter, Lady Piermont?
Charity work, dear boy.
Oh, any particular kind?
Young men, George. So many have lost their way. I try to guide them best I can.
Lady Piermont, we need your help.
How thrilling! What do you need? Subterfuge? Leisure domain?
Actually, I just need you to step onto that lift behind you.
Oh, but of course. Is this good, George, darling?
Perfect. Now, just stay right there.
Alright, absolutely nothing bad can happen. Ah,
Not
dang.
again.
Music stopped.
There we go. Now, back to work. This.
A straw had broken the camel's
Do I
back.
now?
Hobbs was very drunk.
Excellent. I was doing great over there.
Now was my chance.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Let's see.
Impressionists Well, it wasn't La Malediccio.
Bye,
But it
YouTube.
did appear to be a study for an element of the painting, the Ouroboros. There was something different about the image in the center. I figured the sketch might come in handy, so I took it.
What the heck are you doing with those? They're private papers. Huh?
Well, that was fun. Just like when you were a private dick, George.
So, you're not models?
No, Mr. Hobbs.
Well, you can't be a copper. You're not stupid enough. So what the blazes are you doing in my studio?
We're investigating the theft of a painting, La Malediccio, by the Spanish artist El Serp. One of these sketches is a study of that painting.
Well, sure, but what's that got to do with that? I'm a restorer, and I restored it. I've got naught to do with what happened after that painting left this studio. How was I to know it was going to get Henri killed?
Hang on a second. How do you know Henri's dead?
Look, he and I went back a long way. Le Lézard Bleu was on the ropes, so I got the painting into his exhibition. Nothing like this was supposed to happen.
We're not accusing you of anything, Mr. Hobbs. We just want to get to the bottom of this.
I get that, and I'll help you however I can, but this mess is way above my pay grade.
See.
How come you needed to make so many sketches of the painting to restore it?
Restoration's not about throwing a load of paint around. It takes research. The Serp is a complicated painting. A lot of subtext, a lot of symbols.
Why would anyone want to steal La Malediccio? It's not exactly a famous painting.
True, but there is something special about it that's hard to describe. There's conviction in every brushstroke. Whoever El Serp was, he had a tale to tell. The symbolism is deeply religious.
We have reason to believe that Madovsky is mixed up in the theft of La Malediccio.
Eh? What would he gain from stealing his own painting?
We have strong evidence that Madovsky is not the real owner.
You'll have a hard time proving that. Madovsky has a full set of provenances for the painting. It traces its legitimate ownership all the way back to the painter.
And why didn't Madovsky mention them?
Because they're not with him. Henri's got them. Or had them.
And Henri is dead.
So ask his partner.
Lane?
Lane, yeah, Lane. Look, pal, you're wasting your time looking for conspiracies here. And you're wasting my time if you're not actually going to get naked. Go get the provenance from Lane, and everything will turn out hunky-dory.
But it also puts Marquez's story into question.
Not my problem, darling. Now both of you, get lost. I've got a painting to finish.
And we have a critic to interrogate.
When will more of my friends play
Someone's lying.
Breathfire
But
4?
who?
Is it the gangster or the old Spaniard?
The painter or the art critic?
I need to head back for Nave's reconstruction.
What about the evidence from Medovsky's house? Will you give it to Nave?
I think I should. And I can put the squeeze on Lane. Ask him about the provenance.
Good. I've got lunch with Ronnie tomorrow. This story is hotting up, and I want to make sure he keeps me on it.
Taxi?
Alright, one thing I really have come to kind of hate about this game is that when you click on the option that's supposed to continue the story, it just goes. It doesn't. Like, there was 2 other things there I could have clicked on, and I got no idea what they were about. Maybe I would wanted to know. Let's see. Push me on 76. I have to run to the restroom really fast. I'll be as quick as possible. Hi. Hello. Welcome back. Notice there's a whole lot of harpies in chat. How is everyone? Here's my cat. Meow. She's in the other room. I don't know how to explain this. She's trying to pet herself. She's just rubbing up against random things. Skunk. You're not a skunk. Are you, Claire? Where you going? Hey, Chaos, how's it going? What were we doing here? Welcome back to Broken Sword 5. There was a crime scene at the gallery.
Here I was again
all
at the
waiting on the
crime
results.
scene. Inside the gallery, I could see lots of activity. Nave preparing for the reconstruction, no doubt. Through the glass, I could see Henri's office.
Nothing?
I could see Nave and Mu inside. I assumed that they were preparing for the reconstruction. Nico and I had a good idea who the killer was. Now all we had to do was persuade Nave.
Where's the crash counter? This time is failed to allocate memory. Today in Broken Sword 5. How many times have we crashed? This one.
Nico and I had a good...
Sir, I already tried starting it up. I think it's broken.
Nonsense, Mu. This machine has the power of 10 investigators.
But investigators never fail to start up, sir.
Your pessimism is duly noted, Mu. But have faith. This machine will analyze the scene, compute the data, and deduce everything for us. The location of the second shooter will be a mystery no more.
Second shooter? What?
One moment.
A marvel indeed, sir. Though at the moment it is kaput.
Your pessimism
Dude,
has
fourth place.
obviously infected the
Congratulations.
circuitry, Mu. Let me think for a moment.
If I could just...
Shh. Eh bien, Mu, now try realigning the laser matrix.
Sir, I have no idea what that is.
Move over, Mu. Now, let me see. Oscillating reverberator? Check. Refraction spectrometer? Check. Now, what can I do?
I feel like if we were trying to
Ah, Monsieur Stobart, it's only you.
get our
Glad you
information
could finally make it.
to the police,
Inspector,
that would be better to get it to
I've
Mu.
got some good news and some bad news.
Oh, yes? I shall be the judge of that.
I think I know who the killer is.
Really?
Yep, he's a gardener called Shears living in London.
Fascinating. And the good news?
We don't need to do your reconstruction.
You joke with me, Monsieur Stobart.
It's not a joke. This guy Shears was working for a Russian ex-mobster. It's all part of a highly complex fraud.
Gardeners, KGB, fraud. You are a fantasist, monsieur.
We should have
And
told
I
Mu.
have no time for fantasy. Reality is my suitcase, as you Americans say. Now, stand over there and keep out of trouble until the others arrive.
Well, who are we waiting for?
Mademoiselle Collard and Father Simeon. Please, I am very busy. Ah, Moo, a clever choice. But no cigar for you. Try the red.
Mon Dieu!
What is this plugged into?
Lane.
Stobart.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Moo?
Who?
The policeman with Nave.
I assume he's another idiot.
Why's that?
I believe one can tell a man by the company he keeps.
I'll bear that in mind, Mr. Lane. What's the deal with that device over there?
It's a farce. They've been trying to get it working for hours.
Looks like something out of a 50s sci-fi movie.
It probably is.
What do you think of Nave?
The man is a buffoon. I have better things to do than wait for these idiots to get their forensic whatnot to work. The only silver lining is that Nave seems more annoyed than I am.
I gather you're the man to ask about the provenance for the painting.
For La Malediccio? Well, you have been busy, haven't you, Stobart?
I'd like to see it.
So speak to Bijou. She took care of the business side of the gallery. The provenance is in the
That's
office
not what she
safe.
said.
She has the key.
Lane was a pushover when you had him cornered. Though it looked like Bijou hadn't been completely honest
Everyone
with me
seems
after
to have
all.
been lying to me.
I needed to pay her another visit.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I think we are ready to fire her up. Yes, Moo, I was just about to say the same thing. Do it. Moo, what have you done? Pardon me, sir, but I believe it was you who said, "This is no time for blame. You have broken the machine." Mon Dieu. Stubborn. Monsieur Stobart, you will not leave until this is over. Understood?
But I just need to...
This is a reconstruction. You will remain here until I have concluded my investigations. Do I make myself clear?
Okay, clear.
I considered making a run for it, but forcing Moo to chase me would have been cruel. And it would have been silly to risk my investigation.
Poor
Better
Moo.
to play along with Nave and get the reconstruction over as quickly as possible.
Inspector Nave. What seems to be the problem?
Monsieur Stobart, if Paris' finest cannot get this very expensive and very complex machine to work, then I doubt if an insurance salesman can.
I'm an insurance assessor, actually.
Oh, I see. Well, la-di-da to you, monsieur.
Oh, yeah? Well, la-di-da to you back.
Whatever.
This guy only
you
knew
are neither qualified nor clever enough to
the
operate
amount
such
of
an
wiring
instrument.
I've done already.
Like us. What was that, Moo? I said, unlike us, sir.
Have you been a detective long?
Long enough, monsieur?
You've solved a lot of crimes, I guess.
More than you have had hot dinners?
Well, I've had a lot of hot dinners, Inspector.
Oh, yes? How many?
What?
Precisely how many hot dinners have you had, monsieur?
I don't know. Thousands?
You prove my point for me, monsieur. Precision and accuracy are everything.
You truly are a unique and amazing man, Inspector Nave.
Well, I'm glad you are impressed.
God.
I was sure I could get the machine to work if I could just get Nave out of the way.
click on anything. Alright, hold on. Check the wiring. Plug.
Inspector Nave. I know this sounds obvious, but are you sure it's plugged in?
Monsieur Stobart, do you really think I would be so stupid as to not check the fundamentals?
We all make mistakes.
What a ridiculous generalization, monsieur. Look, I can see from here it's... Ah.
Do you need assistance, sir?
Very funny, Mo. One moment.
That got rid of him. Now is my chance. I was going to have to figure that out quickly. Time to get the show on the road.
See, Moo? I knew I would get it working.
I'm not sure that you...
Precisely. You knew my superior intellect would win through in the end.
Yes. Characters like this?
Sir, I beg your pardon, but I think there is a teeny snag.
Go on.
We have no victim.
Good God, Moo. Are you suggesting I kill someone for the sake of this reenactment?
No, sir. Just saying we need a body, sir.
Ah, yes. I see. You'll make a detective yet, Moo. I, of course, foresaw this, and I nominate... you.
Me? Well, I'm not dead.
Have you ever acted, Monsieur Stobart?
Well, I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but I went down a storm playing the lead in Cat on a Felt-Tip Roof last summer.
You played the cat?
No.
So, not the lead. Half truths again, monsieur. Nevertheless, here is your chance to play a real lead role.
But he looks nothing like the victim, sir.
Oh, damn it, Moo. Must you find problems all the time? Let me think of a way to make this work.
Relying on Nave's problem-solving skills could mean a long, long wait. I had to find something to make me more like Henri. I'll have a look around. Maybe I'll find something.
Yes, you do that. Verisimilitude is the key, Stobart.
Yo, it's Nico. What you doing there, Nico?
Ah, you have arrived at last. Please, make yourselves comfortable. We are just making some last-minute adjustments.
Father Simeon, Nico.
Hi, Josh.
Welcome to the asylum.
Let me guess. Nave is overjoyed we've solved the case and he's putting us up for an award.
Not quite. I told him about Shears and Medovsky. He says it's fantasy.
But that's crazy.
Tell me about it.
So what do we do now?
Carry on anyway, and nail Medovsky.
What about Nave?
Ignore him.
Just pretend he's not here.
Charade?
The reconstruction? Well, sooner it starts, sooner it's over.
Josh, what on earth is that machine?
It's Nave's baby. Supposedly, it's going to analyze the crime scene and tell us what happened.
It's going to tell us this is
But
tomato
we already
paste.
know what happened.
Sure we do. But Nave doesn't.
Quiet, please! How can I concentrate with all this racket going on?
Lane was right. Nave was an idiot. The best place to find Henri's things was in his office.
Alright, how do we become Henri? First, we take his glasses.
On the head of the statue was a pair of Henri's glasses. Maybe, just maybe, the glasses would make me look like Henri. I've found Henri's glasses.
Stole or found? Never mind. That might just do it. Come on, everyone, into position. I want everyone to stand precisely where they were when the victim died.
Then who's gonna stand where George was? George is the body.
This process is ridiculous.
God moves in mysterious ways, Father.
Indeed. And the devil makes work for idle hands, Mr. Stobart.
Shh! Stobart, you are supposed to be dead. Please be dead more quietly.
I tried to tell Navet the truth about his bloodstain.
Didn't he believe you? You're a man of God.
His faith is in science, Mr. Stobart, not God.
Is it the first time I died?
Father?
Yes, my son.
You keep talking about the Gnostics. Who are they?
They are a cult. A warped branch of Christianity that reveres Lucifer as equal to, or perhaps greater than, God.
I can see how that might trouble the Vatican.
The Vatican is the least of your worries.
That time we went to the Vatican.
Please be quiet!
We went under the Vatican.
Last time we met, you said the stolen painting was evil.
Let me explain. I'm a Dominican, Mr. Stobart. The Dominican order was founded to seek out and destroy heresy.
Why?
Because heresy is evil.
Okay.
For 1,000 years we have fought against heresy. Indeed, our enemies gave us a nickname, the Hounds of God. Dominicanis, Dominican, you see?
Very clever.
Now this painting, the Benedictio, is without doubt heretical.
Whoa, hold on. How can a painting be heretical?
Because it is filled with Gnostic imagery. And Gnostics are heretics.
What kind of imagery?
Evil imagery. The Ouroboros, the snake eating its tail. Images of false saints, heretical saints.
So you think the painting itself is evil?
It trails murder in its wake, Mr. Stobart.
And murder is police work, monsieur. Silence, please, both of you.
The Ouroboros. What exactly is it?
It is a Gnostic symbol. It marks.
I can't believe this game invented the Ouroboros.
There are trees illustrated within the Ouroboros.
And then it was stolen from The Longest Journey.
So the
stolen by The
Ouroboros
Longest Journey.
to hidden knowledge.
1999.
The painting must be destroyed to stop this knowledge being revealed.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That is the first set of results completed. Only 36 more to do.
Oh,
Please
God.
remain in position while we reset the machine. You may relax and talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, thanks.
Who are these false saints?
Gnostic saints, not beatified by the Church. They question orthodoxy, lure the unwary down dark paths of forbidden knowledge, and condemn innocent souls to the fires of damnation.
You mean like a Black Sabbath album?
Yes.
Take a look at this, Father.
That is of no interest to me.
Oh. What about this?
Vade retro satana.
I
What's
don't
the
speak
matter?
Latin.
It is worse
Wait,
than I thought.
George does speak Latin.
What is it? It's just a sketch.
Not just a sketch. The painting.
I wondered if it was something I'd said.
I have to get out of here. Now.
Father Simeon, I forbid you to leave. This is an official investigation.
Don't you understand? A great evil is upon us. The painting is evil. The heretical Gnostics in league with the devil himself.
The devil?
Don't you understand? The Tabula Veritatis. The tablet of truth. It is real.
Well, well. Someone is upset. Pressing your witnesses a little too hard, Inspector Nave?
And you are? This is official police business?
Richard Langham, Interpol, serious art theft. We spoke on the phone, Inspector?
Ah, yes, sir. Oh, you didn't say you would be attending my crime scene.
What exactly is this machine, Inspector?
A little invention of mine, Monsieur Langham. It will compute whose blood this is on the floor, and...
Not to worry, Inspector. Perhaps you could move aside? I'm intrigued to see what you're up to.
Ah, of course. It is rather groundbreaking.
This is
Pizza box.
Pizza.
It looks like your suspect was a Hawaiian, Inspector.
A Hawaiian? Mon Dieu! Move! Get onto the Hawaiian embassy straight away. There is a surf killer on the loose. Alert the airports and the surf shops.
Sorry, Inspector. I mean, Hawaiian pizza. Your bloodstain is a pizza sauce.
Pizza? Move! You fool! Forget the surf shops. Get onto the Italian embassy. This has mafia written all over it.
Nah, Inspector, if you don't mind, I'd like to speak to your witnesses. And in the meantime, perhaps you should try and get your priest back. Madame Collard, Mr. Stobart, I assume. Can I buy you chaps a coffee?
Langham sounded a little more on the ball. Maybe he'd bring a dose of common sense to the case.
So, Inspector Nave brought me up to speed and told me about you guys.
I can guess what he said. But what's your interest in the robbery?
I've been tracking a gang of art thieves for some time, and this looked like a good lead. But Nave is worse than useless. I was hoping you might be able to help.
We're flattered.
Just doing our jobs.
We all are, or at least trying to. So, maybe we can help each other. I gather you insured the exhibition.
That's right, and we're liable to lose a packet.
Any leads so far?
Quite a few.
Maybe. There's a Russian guy called Madovsky who turns out to be the owner of the painting.
Madovsky?
You know him?
Oligarch, oil, art, aluminium. Ex-KGB. Very nasty. You need to be careful. Madovsky's dangerous. He kills
Wouldn't be the
anyone
first
who
time
gets in his way.
dealt with stuff like this.
For a cop,
I like
Langham seemed okay.
I like how everybody's like drinking between things.
Trouble
Like,
with doing deals with cops, there's usually a payback down the line. But I figured that'd be a price worth paying to bring down Madovsky. We found evidence that links Madovsky to the company that installed the security at the gallery.
Interesting.
And one of these men, a guy called Shears, was in Paris on the day of the robbery.
Really?
We also found a letter from someone called Gainan wanting to buy the painting from Madovsky.
Gainan? The name rings a bell? Did you find anything else about him?
No, we were in a hurry.
What about the priest?
Ah, the good Father Simeon. Well, something spooked him, that's for sure.
So I gather.
He kept saying La Maledizio was evil.
Perhaps he's right. It certainly caused evil, hasn't it? I'll take leads from anyone, Mr. Stobart, even a crazy priest. Let's keep in touch. Thank you for your help.
Can wait for the game to
Coffee's
crash.
on me, or rather, on Interpol.
I don't think this guy's from Interpol.
Miss Collard, Mr. Stobart.
So, George, what do you think?
Interesting. He seems to be on top of things.
I agree.
You know, Nico, this could start getting dangerous.
You think Langham's right about Medovsky?
Well, he appears to be on the ball.
I thought he was cute.
Them
was
just
English,
like
Nico. They're all
constantly
cute to
drinking
you.
between words.
Hidden depths, too.
It's too much.
Oh, yeah? What about my hidden depths?
You showed me those long ago, George. Well, I'm off home to write up the story so far. You?
I have to see a woman about a dog. A stuffed dog, that is.
You're talking riddles again, George.
I need to pay Bijou another visit. She's not been completely honest with me.
Ew, didn't crash. There's some weird noises. Alright, anyways, so we're on question 95. So, that's it for this game today. Thank you all for joining me in Broken Sword 5.